12-year-old was quickly being hailed as a hero after he broke the glass of an automobile. Welcome to USA Stories channel. Do not forget to subscribe and activate the bell button to receive all new updates. Now let's go to the story. In August 2019, 12-year-old Ben Thierrio is out shopping in his hometown of Tulsa, Oklahoma, accompanied by his mother. But as they go across a parking lot, Ben notices a neighboring automobile. He then dashes up to the car and smashes the windshield with the tool he's holding. The preteen will soon become famous throughout Oklahoma and beyond as news channels tell the tale of what happened to him on that hot August day. However, Ben had never anticipated having to spring into action on that shopping trip. Speaking to Tulsa's Fox 23 News in August 2019, he said, "I didn't think any of this was going to happen. I thought I was just going to go to Ross and just go buy some shoes or something." Though the boy may appear to be in the middle of a crime, he will later be hailed a hero for his quick thinking. What specifically had caused the middle schooler to begin crashing into a car's window in a hot parking lot? And why did a clerk at an adjacent business feel compelled to use a clothing rail to enter the fray? Ben was born and raised in Tulsa, so that's where the narrative starts. Ben was spending time with his mother, Nikki Fields, who works at the Red River Saloon in the city, on August 12th. In actuality, Ben is one of 4 brothers in the family, and the other brothers were all scheduled to return to school in a few days. As a result, Ben and Nikki were getting ready for the 12-year-old to start 7th grade. Ben needed new shoes, so the mother and her second oldest kid parked at Highland Plaza Shopping Center in Tulsa and headed straight to the Ross Dress for Less store. However, Nikki was startled into action during her quick stroll over to the store by a whirring sound emanating from a parked automobile. "I just got on the phone, and I yelled to Ben to find anything in my car," Nikki subsequently told NBC affiliate KFOR in Oklahoma City. Ben returned to his mother's car to select the appropriate tool for the job. Strangely enough, the 12-year-old chose a ratchet strap, a device that's more commonly employed for fastening supplies at building sites, hauling trailers, and securing big objects in automobiles. Ben armed himself with the ratchet strap and considered his choices before deciding to go for one of the car's smaller passenger side windows as his initial target. You see, the adolescent had meant to break the car's window, not utilize the strap for its intended function. Ben subsequently reflected that he had just followed his impulses at the moment, without really giving his plan any thought. Conversely, his mother would subsequently acknowledge that she was nervous about the circumstances, telling KWTV in August 2019 that, "I was scared because I don't want to be in trouble." But he just jumped right into action and didn't even hesitate, Nikki said, speaking of her kid. But Ben's original scheme to smash the side window was backfiring. The 12-year-old described his goals in an interview that he later had with Sarah Hart of Fox 23 News. "You were trying to take the strap and actually hit the passenger side hard," said Hart. "Yeah, I had it about, right in the center, but it just cracked the window a little bit," said Ben. The youngster said, "I began striking the side window. Although it twisted rather severely, it didn't burst." Hart continued, perhaps trying to find out what Ben's plans were at that particular moment, asking, "So your thoughts are then, maybe I can get in from the front?" "You're right," Ben answered. Ben chose to assault one of the car's windshields after attempting to get inside through the passenger window and failing. Ben told Hart, "I thought it would be a lot easier to break the front windshield because it's bigger." Luckily, this strategy shift would turn out to be somewhat more effective. Hart then asked Ben to elaborate on his morning commute. The reporter said, "So, are you just throwing the ratchet strap, or what are you doing?" "I swung it over my shoulder and hit the windshield right in the center, and then I did it a couple more times, and then I climbed on the windshield," said Ben. At this point, a representative from one of the mall retailers emerged to offer her help. The staff member had a piece of a clothes rack with her in case it may be of any service to Ben, who was frantically attempting to break through the car's glass. Ben really gave up trying to get inside the car with the ratchet strap in the end. Instead, as he subsequently informed Hart, he stomped on the windshield and it shattered quite badly again. "Then the woman, the store employee, went and got that hanger thing and I stuck the hook in the windshield and took it out," the child said. "After that, I opened the vehicle." However, what had Ben and his mother saw and heard that had caused them to break up their shopping spree? And why had Ben felt the need to break into someone else's car, an act that would have seemed to an unaware onlooker as a crime in progress? The kid in the car looked to be in discomfort as well, and Nikki and her son had seen this. Ben subsequently said to KFOR, "My mom heard a baby crying," and considering the extreme heat of the day and the closed windows of the car, the couple had genuine concerns for the child's well-being. That's why the 12-year-old started his heroic attempt to smash through the car's glass when Nikki made a phone call. In fact, because of his quick thinking, Ben could have even saved a life. You see, he and his mother were able to make contact with the screaming toddler when he managed to open the automobile. Thankfully, despite his terrifying experience, the child didn't appear to be hurt. Yes, there was no risk to the child's health, despite the fact that he appeared startled and red in the face after the ordeal. Still, there was no denying that he had gotten away with it lucky. The heat index in Tulsa that day reached a startling 116 degrees Fahrenheit, according to Fox 23 News. Too many children have tragically died as a result of being confined in very hot automobiles. According to data from the Department of Meteorology and Climate Science at San Jose State University, 792 children in the United States have perished in this manner between 1998 and 2018. This tragically equates to an annual average of 38 deaths. Nevertheless, fatalities continue to happen despite public awareness efforts about the risks associated with leaving children in automobiles. For instance, Phoenix and Luna Rodriguez died in New York City in July 2019 when it appears that their father unintentionally left them inside his car for 8 hours. When the 1-year-old twins were found, their body core temperatures were allegedly 108 degrees Fahrenheit. Furthermore, a Garland, Texas father is accused of forgetting to drop off his 9-month-old daughter at daycare in August 2019. Consequently, the youngster spent a minimum of 7 hours in the rear of an overheated automobile before her father started vacuuming his car at a nearby car wash. The father is then reported to have horribly acknowledged what he believes to have been his error. Thankfully, legislation have been passed in a number of places, including Oklahoma, to help avoid catastrophes of this nature. In 2008, the Sooner State passed the Forget-Me-Not Vehicle Safety Act, which states that children younger than 7 years old are not allowed to ride alone in a car if there is a risk to their health or safety from the vehicle's hazardous or malfunctioning components, poor ventilation, or extreme weather. Additionally, in 21 states, laws known as Good Samaritan legislation have been implemented, allowing a concerned bystander to launch a rescue effort in the event that an unsupervised youngster in a car appears to be in danger. Ben, therefore, had every right to break into the car in the Tulsa parking lot because of these regulations. That was also corroborated by Tulsa Police Department officer Gene Pierce, who stated in August 2019 that child could have passed out and become ill from a heat injury in minutes. In such case, time was of the importance. A damaged windshield is preferable to a child's death. Any person who saved the child's life wouldn't be in trouble with us in that circumstance. Ben would later remember that the mother of the kid was eventually found inside a local store after that, and that she didn't seem overly distressed to learn that her son had been saved. The 12-year-old said in an August 2019 interview with Tulsa World Station, "She didn't cry or anything. She just asked for her baby back, and the police said no." So far this year, we've lost 34 children nationwide after they were left in cars, the 12-year-old stated. Fortunately, in Oklahoma, we haven't lost any, and thanks to Ben, he for sure saved one of those children who could have been a statistic. Even though Ben's story has naturally drawn attention from both local and national media, he had never intended to seek out such recognition. He added to Fox 23 News, "I never thought that the rescue attempt was going to happen at all. I don't know. It all just happened." Ben, on the other hand, has been fairly modest about the praise he's received. Nevertheless, during a conversation with Fox 23 News' Mariah Ellis, he did say that knowing he'd saved the toddler's life had made him proud. That hasn't stopped others from praising Ben on social media, though. "Kudos and praise to the 12-year-old who has more sense and compassion than an adult mother," someone wrote in response to a KWTV Facebook post about the tale. Ben was mentioned by someone else who said, "Great job, glad you saved that baby." In the KWTV Post's comments area, one woman addressed the 12-year-old with the phrase, "You're my hero," which kept coming up. In a similar vein, another wrote, "This is a great young man. He's a hero." Nor were they the only Facebook users to give Ben that distinction. However, Ben has stated that he hadn't intended to get praise from random people. Rather, the child thought that his audacious rescue effort was actually just about doing the right thing, as Ellis stated in her Fox 23 news piece. And given the circumstances, there's no denying that Ben accomplished just that. Please remember to subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our videos. If you enjoyed the tale, the next video that plays on your screen will probably move you too.